We're back. Mm-mm. 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 We're back. We're back. Chubby rising up again. Lacey Tater going in. Drama jiggle in the glam. Cameras on, make you say damn. Hair done, lip gloss, looking like the big boss. Click, click, strike a pose. Everyone already knows. One show, two babes. We glow, we slay. Can't crack us up, we can't be split. Can't break us up, we're thick as thieves. Chubby, 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 chubby. We getting money, 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 money. Tater got the bottom, Lacey on top. What good is a thought without her bop, bop, bop? Tater blesses with her presence to all of his commoners. Lacey breaks your heart like she breaks monitors. Serving looks, causing scenes, looking better than your dreams. Got the chat all hypnotized, everybody's tongue-tied. Stream goes live and the chat is lucky. Two hot hosts that will give you a chubby. Chubby, 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 chubby. We getting money, 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 money. Tater got the bottom, Lacey on top. What good is a thought without her bop, bop? Tater got the bottom, Lacey on top. What good is a thought without her bop, bop? Tater got the bottom, Lacey on top. What good is a thought without her bop, bop? Tater got the bottom, Lacey on top. What good is a thought without her bop, 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 bop. What's a thought without her bop, 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 bop. What's a thought without her bop?
What is up, my half chubs? It's your host, Lacey Bobs and Tater Thought. And yeah, we're back already. I know. It's been so long. It's been so long, guys. Like you must have really missed us, like honestly. Like genuinely.
Really?
It's been 2 hours? That's a really long time.
A fortnight.
A fortnight almost. Like, might as well have been a month. Loki Berra just crowned! Yo! Yo!
Bro.
Oh my God.
There's so many crowns. You know what's actually so fucking funny is, Shadow Dragon's a crown. So we get the host report cards. You guys done seen them in the main chat, but we get these host report cards that like tell us how we did, and obviously we're demonetized, so everything is 0. And
It
the
just says
report card's
F
like
all
F.
across the board, and then it literally says like, hold on, it literally says needs improvement across the board. Like,
And so
that's it.
I responded to it because we do this every day. It's so fucking funny, but I responded to it and I was like, what the fuck? We got like 10 crowns and a pay pig. And then I was in the hero chat while I was waiting for us to start again. And Billy was in there and he was like, Chubby got 10 crowns? I said, and a pay pig.
And a pay pig. Bro, it was actually 13, I think.
Well, We're crushing it, you guys. We're
We
crushing it.
honestly are. Like we're goated. We're on top. Everyone else is an L. I don't know how else to say it. Fucky,
You guys wish you were like us.
am I tripping? Okay, I am. I'm not getting notification of it. Am I just not getting notification? I don't think we got a
Okay.
redirect.
No, Pesci's still live.
His camera's off. Oh
Well,
no, he's
like I
still
said,
live. He's
Pesci,
still live. Why is he still live? It's past
I don't
8.
know. Again, I'm not even sure Pesci can read at this point, so. Wouldn't that be funny if he was illiterate, though? That would actually be so fucking funny if
That
Pesci
would be
was
fun.
illiterate.
Yo, can we spread that? Like that he actually doesn't know how to read? Wait, no, I can
Yes,
endorse
it's
it.
me,
When
Michelle.
I went to lunch with him and his friend, he asked his friend what he was getting and then just said that he was getting the same thing. He
Oh,
said he
CJ
was
said
still going over y'all because you're not monetized, so it doesn't really matter. Then he could have just fucking told us he could do the time
he's
slot so
not
we didn't have to go.
monetized either.
He's not monetized either. We still
Yo,
need hours. What?
Go tell him he's fucking illiterate right now. Say, you're not redirecting because you're illiterate.
I'm gonna give it till 8:15. If he doesn't, he can redirect Glow.
What do
He
you mean
100% can redirect. He's just not monetized.
Anyway. He said nobody wants to watch Elise. You're a show killer.
And I'm about to kill his show.
Lucy's could go yell at him.
I'll give it till 8:15. Like, because if he wanted to go live longer, bro, he could have told us, right? He could have said, oh, like, I'm gonna go longer. And then I would have said, I bet we don't have to go live, because we just did. You can do the 4 hours, shorty. Shorty? But no, you want to be a fucking weird fuck.
If you're not.
This, like, it isn't weekend rules for him. It's weekday rules. It's a whole different thing. You can't just extend when you want to. Hello?
If you're in the main chat, go in the main chat, tag him, and say, Pesci, you illiterate fuck.
You illiterate
Redirect
fuck.
to Chubby.
Does Tater even sleep? No.
No. Listen. I got pasta, though. It's fucking crushing it. I don't even want to eat this right now, but I feel like I need to. Otherwise, something bad's gonna happen. I haven't eaten in so long. I've just been smoking cigarettes. I don't even smoke cigarettes, you guys. I just bought a pack because I was at a bar and it was the fun to do. And now I'm just smoking them. I really like smoking. We do have a point. We're gonna talk about the Lindsay Clancy trial, but we gotta get this. We gotta get this shit settled. Listen, pasta at 8 a.m. is wild, but guess what, Mazer? I haven't fucking slept since 3 p.m. yesterday. So, you know, she's fucking Angel said I look great at 8 a.m. Not that Angel. Angel is so good. Let me tell you something. Angel is so good. The reason that I have these sunglasses on is sometimes I get so sleep deprived. Okay. Now, when I look at my face in the camera, I notice how asymmetrical it is. And it really starts to freak me out. And I feel like my face is melting in front of my eyes.
What?
So, yeah, I got some stuff wrong in my head. That's okay, though.
What? You think... Dog,
Yeah.
what? I can't even, like, I actually literally can't even unlock... I can't even unlock, like, my brain literally is not processing what you just, why do you think your face is melting off?
Because my face is asymmetrical, and one side of my face, it looks like it's just slanted. It's kind of like sloth, and so
Everybody's face is asymmetrical.
Okay, but mine is asymmetrical in a way where this side of my face looks like it's going like this, which is fine. But sometimes when I'm sleep deprived, I notice it way too much, and then I feel like I'm watching my face melt.
This
Now
side
put
of my
sunglasses
face
on.
is like longer, and this side of my face is like more circular. It's like this one's more oval shaped, and this one's more circle shaped.
Isn't that so fucking annoying?
Yeah, I've noticed it.
And I didn't notice it till you have that fucking, that filter that flips your head and you click it on
Yeah,
and off fast.
yeah,
My
and then my
nightmare.
eyebrows are uneven, and that's what pisses me off the most.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You,
Oh my god, I hate that. I'm annoyed.
anyway. Are you annoyed at Pesci?
I
'Cause
am,
he's
because
illiterate?
that's so rude, and like the whole purpose is like to get more like views and attention to different shows and stuff like that, right? And again, if he wanted to go longer, easily could have reached out, said something. We could have just gone for an hour or just not gone. He could have done the full 4 hours. Like there's no reason for there's no reason for two shows to be fucking live at 8 a.m.
You should go yell at him.
No. I don't want to get heated.
Yeah, so anybody that's watching this, if you're in the Discord, just start tag Pesci, tell him he's literate. That's all I got.
Like, what is happening? Wild's live in 18 minutes? Bro, why is Wild going live at 8 a.m.?
I don't know why anybody's doing anything, my man.
Yeah, so Fife, A circuit, that's fine. Pesci's in B circuit. Hero's not A circuit. It's B. What were you saying, Tater?
Is there a host awake right now that would like to mod abuse? And if so, pick Pesci out.
This is actually like so fucking frustrating because if this is so annoying, bro. Yeah, we can go over there.
Okay. I would see you yell at people.
Okay.
Somebody just pop in.
Yeah. Are you not redirecting?
All right, I'll end. I'm sorry. I thought Xylee put something in the chat we could go as long as we want, and I said I'd go
Not
an extra
anymore.
half hour.
No, because we're on because we're B circuit, right? And it's on its own time thing. It like if you were A circuit and streaming, then yeah, you could, but we're all supposed to redirect. We have a new schedule.
I'm sorry. No, I was actually, I listen to Xylee sometimes, so I thought maybe we could go 30 minutes, but I'll end now. I already.
I woke up for this.
If you want to go 30 minutes, that's fine.
Everything.
Like if you want to go 30 minutes, that's totally fine. Like I was just like I was wondering what's happening, and people were saying you're redirecting to Wild, so I was confused.
No. I got the redirected for Chubby. Definitely not Wild.
Okay. Yeah. No. Then go as long as
no,
you
you know
want.
what?
You're fine. You can go longer. You're good.
I'm just gonna finish this segment. I'll redirect.
Yeah. No.
You
Take
guys
your
are right. I
time.
shoulda-
It's okay. It's all right. We were just confused.
I don't even
Thank
know
you.
where I am right now, Pesci. We just have to get it
Wait, Kelly
straight.
said no, she didn't. Yes, she did. Look at the chat. Oh, whoops,
Okay.
I hit the wrong button.
We're also trying to start a rumor that you're illiterate, just so
Yeah.
you know, just because it's funny. I don't know why. I used to say that Tech was afraid of horses, so you can make one up about
I'm
me,
not
Pesci.
illiterate, but I'm not a strong reader. I could read a love letter, but I can't read like a poem by a poem guy.
Wouldn't a love letter be longer?
No, love letter would use different, easier words like you, love, her, them, together. A
What
poem
about a
will
love
use,
poem?
Riddles and shit.
All right, we'll leave you to finish out your show.
Anyway, listen, we're sleep deprived, Pesci.
Yeah.
Have a good show, man.
Later.
Okay, so there was no yelling necessary. Also, fuck you guys for telling me that he was redirecting to Wild. Fuck you. You guys wanted me to go in there and yell at him, and I would have looked like such a terrible fucking person first thing. That would have set me up for so much failure, and then I would have been so mad. Felt like I would have been so angry on stream, being like trying to rationalize, and and there's no rationalizing it. I would have been like,
Also, I had to get out of bed, okay? You could have at least told me if you wanted to go over. And then I
30
would have sat
bro,
my fat ass in bed.
same. Dead ass same. I would have taken that 30 more minutes to just lay down. Oh my god. All
All
right.
right, well,
Also, Mazer's spreading lies in chat. Okay. I have accidentally timed out and banned Mazer from Babe's chat before, meaning to get somebody else. And once I did it like twice in a row because I did it and then I undid it. Right? But then it didn't show me that I undid it, so like I accidentally did it again. And then I had to undo it. Truth bomb. Xylee told him to check if he could, not that he could.
oh.
It's because me and Fuzz are both. I have no beef with Fuzz. This is crazy.
So, actually, no, I'm not in a headspace to tell this story in a way that would be entertaining. Let's get into this trial, man.
You okay there?
I'm good. I'm surviving strong. God's strongest soldier in the building.
God's the strongest soldier.
I wish I could smoke a cigarette right now, right here.
Oh, I mean, you could.
Oh, they'd get mad at me. They'd say, "Hello, please stop that."
Oh.
Also, it gives me heartburn now, I guess. I didn't know that. That's a new
Oh.
development.
Huh.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the Lindsay Clancy trial. And for those of you who don't know, Lindsay Clancy is a woman in her 20s. Hold on. Actually, how old is she? I probably should have like pre-wrote this. So Lindsay oh, I lied. She's 35 years old. She looks so young. Lindsay Clancy is 35 years old. She's from Connecticut, and January 2023, she's currently standing trial in Massachusetts for allegedly strangling her 3 young children to death. The prosecutor is alleging she committed 3 counts of first-degree murder. First-degree murder means that it is premeditated, planned out, and deliberate, okay? So, a lot of people going into this believed that she did strangle her children, and that it was an act of insomnia, not insomnia. It was an act of postpartum haze, right? Delirium. As we have begun this trial, as this trial has begun and we've been hearing testimony, a lot of things have not been adding up. And so there has been more and more speculation on who actually did commit the murders. And the reason for that, Xylee just messaged me and she said, by the way, I told the fucktard to check first. There's been a lot of speculation on who it was that actually committed the murders amongst social media, because the trial is being live streamed every day since it has started. And the reasoning for this is because, again, the timeline of events is not lining up. Patrick Clancy, who was Lindsay Clancy's husband at the time of the murders, he had foretold a course of events and a timeline in which made it clear that Lindsay was the one who committed these murders, allegedly, right? He even stated that she told him that when he found her, she said, "I killed them," and that they are in the basement. Now, I'm gonna show you, like, later on, we'll talk about it, but there's a problem with that. Just the fact that she was even
Okay.
able to speak at all. Um, all right, so let me pull it up real quick.
Also, this is why I love Candy in the Discord, because I had said something about going live. Oh, somebody in the Discord was like, please tell me that like somebody's gonna like actually talk about something other than all this drama today. And I said, me and Lacey are gonna go live and talk about the Lindsay Clancy trial. And somebody was like, what happened? And fucking Candy just goes, the bitch killed her kids.
Bang! I bet you said that in a separate message after.
Just concise.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. The biggest issue, right, as I said, is Patrick's timeline. He said that he was out of the house from about like 5 o'clock-ish, 5:15 to 6 p.m. And so the prosecution, the ADA, is pressing charges on Lindsay, saying that she had deliberately planned a timeline in which Patrick would be out of the house, so that she could commit these murders. The ADA does believe that she was suffering from some sort of postpartum issues. However, they don't believe she was in psychosis when she committed these murders. They believe that she did this in order to alleviate herself of her postpartum issues, right? That she was of sound mind, right? And was just very bothered by her postpartum issues and sought the easy way out.
Well, that's one
And
way
that
to do it.
she intentionally wanted to take an insanity plea and did not. So, okay. So Lindsay had, after allegedly strangling the 3 children in the basement, had attempted to slit both of her wrists, right? And then threw herself out a window. That is what is believed, right? That is the course of
Yeah.
events, along with taking a lot of her medication, right? So the ADA
Yeah.
is pushing the narrative that these were fake suicide attempts, in order to make it seem like she was in psychosis when she wasn't, right? Now, Patrick's timeline says that Lindsay was acting normally pretty much that entire day. She asked him to go to CVS to get Pedialyte stool softener for one of their children. He left the house around 5:15, went to the CVS. Then Lindsay had called him, right, and asked him to pick up food from 3V, which is a takeout place, like a place that they order food from occasionally. He went to 3V, picked up their dinner, and then came home. And all of this happened in about like a 45-ish to an hour time span, right? When he returned home, he apparently discovered Lindsay outside and then the children in the basement. And then he attempted to save them and call 911. However, apparently there was an issue with their Wi-Fi. And so the cameras in the house weren't working during this time. And his phone wouldn't let him call 911 sooner.
Why would that matter if you don't have Wi-Fi?
I don't know. Maybe Wi-Fi calling or something like that.
Mikey 2 times in the chat says nobody disputes she murdered her children. Animals don't even murder their own kids. That's actually so fucking false.
Yeah.
Animals murder their own kids.
I'm pretty sure
all
guinea
the time.
pigs like literally give birth and then immediately start eating their kids.
Yeah, no, that's
Also,
it's
a lot of people are disputing that she murdered her children, especially as more evidence comes out, or more testimony, I should say, comes out, which I will be telling you guys. So, and you don't need service to call 911. That's what a lot of people have been saying.
Yeah.
You don't need service to call 911. However, he said it wouldn't go through because he had no Wi-Fi service.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So the first potential inconsistency was that Patrick Clancy described this as one of her best days, right? He said that her behavior that morning was unusually good, and that she was still, even though she was still dealing with significant psychiatric symptoms, had extensive medical changes, recently expressed troubling thoughts, and had searches involving psychosis, schizophrenia, insomnia, and other related subjects. Her final psychiatrist had actually seen her just days before the killings as well, alleged killings.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Jennifer Tufts testified that Lindsay denied suicidal and homicidal thoughts and showed no obvious psychosis during the final session. Patrick said she seemed dramatically better. And Tufts said she did not appear psychotic or suicidal. However, she nevertheless appeared to be deteriorating dramatically within a 24-hour time period somehow. Then on day
That was
2,
a
yeah.
no. Actually, I think I would. Yeah. It would, no, you're. Go ahead. Keep going.
So on day 2, that's where we get into more testimony with Patrick, CVS, and 3V. So Angela Krause, I believe worked at CVS, testified that Lindsay called the Kingston CVS regarding medication for Cora. She said the conversation was completely normal. Lindsay didn't sound impaired. And then, so again, Patrick's description, Lindsay was totally fine. Literally entirely fine that entire day up until he left, apparently. Right?
Yeah.
And then the prosecution is saying that she had rapidly escalating psychotic episode, and this just doesn't line up with that. So, sorry. And then we get to 3V, the restaurant. They interview the hostess, or interrogate the hostess for some reason. They have her on the witness stand.
Okay.
And she literally just says, like, yeah, I answered the call. She says the hostess testified that Lindsay called the restaurant at about 5:10 p.m., sounded normal, no difficulty understanding her, and then Patrick picked up the food. That's literally pretty much the entirety of that testimony.
Grade A.
Right? And then Patrick again, Lindsay was normal. Everyone else is saying Lindsay sounded super normal. So this is just totally going against the prosecution's theory that she, like, was completely deteriorating, right? And
Yeah.
and so the prosecution again is saying that Lindsay deliberately sent Patrick out so she would have enough time alone with the kids. Right? So this is pretty much just day 1 and 2. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up day 3 now. Do you have any questions, concerns, comments?
No, I'm just trying to figure it out because I feel like I don't know. It's like she could have been okay, but also her husband could have just said like she seemed okay, so that you would have more like plausible deniability. Because at the end of the day, it's like what the lady called, you answered the phone, she put in a food order. Like it's not hard to sound normal when you're putting in a food order.
So, day 3 is when they start having the first responders on stand, right? Now, this is where there's some weird discrepancies. So, Patrick had testified that when he entered the basement, he found Cora. So, and the children were strangled with exercise bands, right? The exercise bands only had Patrick's DNA on them and the children's DNA on them. They did not have Lindsay's DNA on them. Now, they said that there is a chance that her DNA just somehow did not get on them. However, I just want it to be known that her DNA was not found on those exercise bands. The exercise bands were also tied using sailor knots, which Patrick Clancy loves to fish. So Patrick testified that when he entered the basement, he first found Cora, removed her band, then found Callan, right?
Yeah.
And then searched for Dawson. couldn't find Dawson, right? Found Dawson in his office, removed
Yeah.
Dawson's band, then moved between the children attempting CPR. Okay? He said he was desperately trying to save them. When the first responder testifies, it's a little interesting because the first responder says that when police and firefighters talked about what they encountered, Vincent Cahill described that Patrick was screaming in the basement, pointing towards the children who were still hanging. He described finding Patrick sitting on a couch next to the children, right? Now, they never say that Patrick never performed CPR, right? But it says that the first responders' observation of Patrick when they arrived didn't really mirror the way that Patrick was saying that it happened. He said that he was trying to perform CPR until they all arrived. Patrick said he found Dawson in his home office after looking around the basement. That makes sense, right? The first responders said that after Patrick, however, encountered the scene only after Patrick had already been. I don't know, sorry. I wrote down some of this in a haze.
It's a really great show when we're sleep deprived, you guys. A+ content. I mean,
Oh my
yeah, it's
god.
like I don't see a reality in which somebody like does all this, like ties these knots and does all this shit to their kids, and then your DNA is just not on any of the bands that were used, but your husband who was untying them and the kids that they were like, how the fuck are you gonna tie an entire complicated knot and then just magically have no DNA on it in multiple instances?
So, on the fourth day, this one was really hard actually, because this is where the medical witnesses came in. The fourth, fifth, and sixth day was when they started doing the forensics of the bodies and things like that. And Lindsay they had to stop a few times because Lindsay was sobbing so hard and loud that they had to take breaks and for her to calm down and then resume, and like she would still be sobbing but like just quieter. And something interesting actually happened during that. So on day 4, right, the medical witnesses are establishing the severity of the children's injuries and like the efforts they took to resuscitate them. Okay, so Dr. Mark Tenarowicz testified that Dawson arrived with a pulse. Dawson's the youngest, without a pulse.
Okay.
And that medical personnel worked on him for roughly 40 minutes. Dr. Benjamin Kaufman testified regarding Callan's resuscitation. Oh, sorry. Actually, no. That's a lie. Cora's the oldest. She was 5, I believe. All right. Then Dawson was 3. And Callan was I believe less than a year.
Okay.
So Callan was the youngest, and Callan was resuscitated. However, they were unable to maintain life. He had catastrophic neurological problems, and so like he ended up passing on. Now, Callan being able to be resuscitated, right, makes it seem like the way that the medical examiners explain the capability of him being resuscitated is that he was not strangled too long ago, right? As in, like, he must have been the last one, and it was not like hours ago, right?
Yeah, it
Would have had to be
just
pretty soon from when the medical personnel got there, when the first responders got there. So on day 5 and 7, actually on day 4, what also happens is that the ADA is caught on the hot mic saying, "Shut her up." talking about Lindsay sobbing. Yeah. She is caught on a hot mic. Oh my god, sorry. Chat's going crazy. So day 5 to 7. So again, this is the medical examiners, the forensic, the one of them, so one of the forensic coroners, I'm not quite sure how they're supposed to be referred to, focuses on eyes. I believe she said eyes, and like spinal and nerves, right? So
Okay.
she had pretty much said that the first two children, you know, it was very obvious that they had been passed. However, the third one being resuscitated, she corroborated like how long it would have taken, like, for, you know, the strangulation to have happened and then the resuscitation and that amount of time, right? Then the next one, I believe, talked more about the body. Okay? And like
Okay.
the states of their body. So they start creating problems with the timeline, right? They talk about the medical treatment, Lindsay's injuries, medications, toxicology, DNA, police investigations, Lindsay's physical condition, and her hospitalization. What's it called? I have like my notebook somewhere because I typed this up from my notes, but I must not have like got all of it. But pretty much, what they're saying is that the amount of force, right, that it would take isn't too much. Like, it wouldn't have taken too much
Yeah.
force. However, it would have taken an extended period of time, about for children, about like maybe 5 to 10 minutes for them to like nod off, like to be concussed,
Yeah.
you know? And so you have to think about that for each child. It would have taken minimum 15 minutes, probably longer, to get through all three
Yeah.
of them, right? And then tie the knot, wait till, you know, one's passed, and then move on to the next one. And then on top of that,
Oh, I thought you meant that it was like 3 separate exercise bands.
it is 3 separate exercise bands. It is, but I'm saying like,
Oh.
but she would have to tie the knot, wait for one to go, then move on to the next one.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So they're talking about the timeline of how long it would take, and the ADA starts to impeach her own witness. So the medical examiner is part of the prosecution's witnesses, right? And then when
Okay.
when the medical examiner is saying it would take about so and so time for, you know, each child to just fall unconscious, and that
Mhm.
they might not have experienced, they probably wouldn't have experienced too much like pain in the process or something like that. She starts to like impeach her by saying, well, didn't earlier you say this? And the judge is like, whoa, hold up. What are you doing? This is your
Yeah.
witness, counsel. And she goes, yeah, but I can impeach my witness if she has inconsistent testimony. Because her testimony goes against the timeline of events that the prosecution is trying to say happened.
Yeah.
Like, it
So they're
is
basically just like, you agree with our story or else you're getting
all
the
good,
fuck out of here.
Pesci. All good. I hope you had a good stream. All good. I'm glad you got through
Thank you,
everything. We're
Pesci.
just talking about the Clancy trial. Yeah, no, so like the ADA's pissed, bro.
Yeah, I would be too.
Keep in
Not
mind,
well, I mean,
also, right? The ADA opened up her argument statement by saying that Cora loved to wear bows in her hair, and the ADA, a fucking 40-year-old woman, is wearing bows in her hair every single fucking
the
day of this trial.
Fuck out of here.
Yep.
What in the Amber Heard fucking shit? That's so stupid.
Yeah, no, it is like it's crazy. It's like, what the fuck? So not only is she wearing bows in her hair after talking about how Cora loved wearing bows, but she's also caught on the hot mic telling them to shut up Lindsay because she's crying, like sobbing, while they're talking about her children's eyeballs and corneas and retinas and like suffocation, right? It's absolutely insane. Okay? And she's trying to impeach her own witness because it inconsistent testimony. That doesn't line up with the timeline of events she's trying to tell.
That is fucking wild to do that mid fucking testimony. Just be like, sorry, you're not agreeing with us, Judge. Fuck.
So then Christopher Clancy, which is Patrick Clancy's father, he testifies that Lindsay was a great mother, but she was having difficulty sleeping and really wasn't feeling well, and that he noticed it.
Yeah.
And he said that he offered to take the children multiple times and Patrick kept saying no. They were offering to take the children off your hands. Your wife has been on psychiatric hold she's been in psychiatric hold. She's on multiple psychiatric medicines. And she's telling you she's struggling. And you're saying no to your parents taking the children off your hands for a night?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's the thing. Like, that's what we were talking about, though, is that, like, it seems like, regardless of what comes out, like, even if she did do it, this is somebody that has, like, a clear history of telling, like, medical professionals, family members, friends, like, all these people, hey, I'm not fucking doing well. Like, I'm depressed. I have all this shit going on. I can't sleep. I can't do anything.
And she was.
And everybody was like, okay, cool. But also stay alone with your children all the time.
Literally. Like, she was doing everything she could. She was getting the help. She was seeing psychiatrists. She was seeing therapists. She was going to inpatient programs.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't enough. She was like, it still wasn't enough. Bullrilla says she's on trial to determine if it was insanity or not. That's not how that works, actually. No, she's not. She is being charged with first-degree murder for her 3 children. That means that they are saying that, yes, that not only are they alleging that she's the one that murdered her children, but they're saying that it was premeditated and planned, right? It isn't. Now, the jury can find her guilty and then say she's guilty for first-degree murder or say no, like, right? They can take she can start to plead insanity, take an insanity plea deal, right? Bargain it down.
Yeah.
But right now, it is whether she is guilty of murdering her children or not. The insanity part comes later. That's not what they're arguing right now. Whether it was like, right, the prosecution is trying to prove that she murdered these children and she murdered them willfully and knowingly and purposefully, right? We have not gotten to her defense yet. And whether they're going to try to plea insanity or if they're going to plea that she didn't do it at all. We don't know. But right now it's just a non-guilty plea.
Well, I guess duh from her.
It's right now she's pleading non-guilty. Not guilty, okay? So Patrick's own father is saying that he offered to take them and help them. He saw that she was struggling and Patrick just wasn't letting. Said no.
Well, and also, this is the dude that you said now has like a new wife and everything, and this all like just maybe not a new wife, but like a new girlfriend and everything who he's living with. It's like that doesn't seem weird to anybody.
Yeah. So all right, here's another thing, right? Patrick, when he was telling the course of events, he said that Lindsay told him she killed the kids. And so Patrick
Mhm.
relayed that to the police, right? When Lindsay woke up, she was told what happened. She was told, you killed the children. Every case of Lindsay, like she has not, to the police or on trial or anything, admitted that she did any of this. Again, we don't know if she's taking the stand.
Oh.
We don't even know if she's going to be put on stand later. She might not. They might not put her on
Oh.
stand. They might. But we don't know if she's going to be put on stand later, right? We have not heard her
Yeah.
testimony. However, every admittance of her, like, apparently allegedly killing the children is from Patrick Clancy's mouth or other people's mouths, not her. There is nothing
Okay.
like there's like she wasn't interviewed by the police and she said like, yeah, I did it. Just want that to be known. I'm not even defending a
So
child murderer. I'm just relaying the information of the case.
I always blame the husband. But also, you know, there's a thing like with the Amanda Knox trial where you know, they basically like interrogated her into saying yes. And when they did all the like you know, investigation in it later, it turns out they fucked all of that evidence that they had, quote unquote evidence. Like it was all fucked. And so they were like, yeah, she actually probably didn't do it. And then I think they released footage of her interrogation because they were like, y'all gotta understand, they don't interrogate people in other countries the same way they fucking do in the USA. Like it can get brutal depending on where you are. And they were saying like with her interrogators that they were basically like, we're actually gonna beat you into submission. Like we're genuinely not letting you leave this place until you say you did it.
Yeah. Hold on, real quick. I'm just gonna grab my notebook.
Okay. But yeah, so it's like, you know, to my knowledge, she hasn't outright been like, yeah, I did. Fucking okay. This is okay, Bulrilla. You're a fucking troll. Free Casey Anthony. Fucking shut the fuck up. That's not funny. But yeah, I think that like Lacey said, I keep wanting to say Lindsay. Oh my god, this is gonna fuck me up. But what Lacey said was you know, she's never actually outright said, yeah, I did it. And also, I don't know if you've ever had a manic or episode of psychosis or hypomania or hypermania or whatever, but a lot of times you don't know what the fuck you did. And so it's like it's plausible that somebody could do something crazy when they were having a manic episode. And then
The notes I took from watching every fucking day of the trial, bro. I've watched every single day except 4 days, or 3 days from this week. That's the only ones I haven't watched. It's 3 days from this past week that happened, and I was gonna catch up on them today. It's 5-year-old Cora, 3-year-old Dawson, and 8-month-old Callan. Okay. So what's it called? Then it's the after the father testifies, her childhood friend testifies, her nanny testifies, and then day 9 to 11 we get into like the psychiatric part where we start questioning her mental state, because again the ADA is trying to prove that she was fully knowing of what she was doing, right? Now Patrick starts to describe her mental state a little weirdly, right? At one point he says, he's asked the question, was she did she tell you that she wanted to harm the children or murder the children? And he says no, right? And then literally I want to say like 3 sentences later is like says like, so how would you just like, you said she was hearing voices, right? What were the voices telling her to do? And he says they were telling her to hurt the kids.
But you just said she was fine, and everybody else said she was fine. Now she's hearing voices?
Barilla, if he was a father going through a horrific tragedy, he probably wouldn't have gone on a trip to fucking Cancun less than 3 months later, gone hiking, posted about it, and moved in with a new woman and been remarried and with a new kid and gone on their 3-year hiking trip anniversary.
Chris Watts coded.
He went on that Cancun trip 3 months after with that woman. 3 months later, he moved in with a new woman. But he's so grieving. That's why he has not shed a single tear. Just saying.
I always blame the husband first.
So Jennifer Tufts her being on stand was weird because like she had an attitude. She treated Lindsay through 14 virtual appointments beginning September 2022. The final appointment, January 23rd, was one day before the killing. She said that Lindsay was still depressed, denied suicidal thoughts, denied homicidal thoughts, showed no psychosis, and did not appear to require involuntary hospitalization. But then Patrick's testimony emphasizes like Lindsay's serious psychiatric problems, right? And it's possible maybe she was telling Patrick some things that she wasn't telling her psychiatrist. But she seemed like, in my opinion, everything that she's been doing, she's been wanting to get better and change for her kids. Like,
well, but also, if there were things that she wasn't telling her psychiatrist that she was telling him, that's fine. But you also said that she was fine that day. So if you're saying that she was mentally unwell and wasn't telling her therapist, then you would have known that too, buddy. So how was she fine that day, but also not okay?
Exactly. But yeah, no. So another thing that happened was that recently they were talking about the voices again, right? And the ADA was trying to say that, like these voices were made up, that it was a made up narrative in order to try and plea insanity to her killing her kids, right? And she came up with it last minute. However, a lot of like her psychiatrists and even Patrick are testifying that she had been hearing voices for a while, months before.
Yeah, especially if you're not sleeping.
Yeah. So the medical examiner is on day 12, testifies about the child's injuries and causes of death. And doesn't like it just doesn't line up completely with the timeline that Patrick gave. Again, it's saying that like things would have had to her going out the window, right? Having time to strangle the 3 kids and then cut her wrists and then throw herself out a window. There's not like enough time for that to have happened because her core body temperature was 82. Hold on. Person's core body temp. The average person's core body temperature.
Isn't it like 90 something?
Yeah, it's between 97 and 99. All right. It takes quite a while of being outside for your core body temperature to go down. It takes hours, honestly, for your core body temperature to go down. So but all of this is supposed to have happened within an hour, within 45 minutes. You know, some of this even within 30, 20 minutes of Patrick getting home. So then day 13, they talk about the computer and internet evidence, right? Remember, Patrick says that he left his house about like between 5 and 5:15. Give me one sec. Sorry. Okay, so there is an email, okay, that was sent at 5:24. All right? And the email is supposed to be from Patrick. It's supposed to be a work email. It's saying that he left at 5:15 the latest. However, the email sent at 5:24. And it's supposed to be from him. He testified that he sent that email.
Yeah.
And he said that, he might have done it from his phone, but it was sent from the home computer.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. Then they go to some computer searches, right? Now, someone using Patrick's computer, they don't know who it was. Someone using Patrick's computer searched for a musician, Tom Hall. And one of his songs was Death by Suicide, right? But again, anyone could have made that. That easily could have been Lindsay. 100% could have been Lindsay. It just said it was his computer.
Yeah.
Also, they found searches for carotid artery, spelt incorrect. Meanwhile, Lindsay was a pediatric neuro nurse, I believe. I know that she was a nurse, and I'm pretty sure it was a pediatric nurse of some sort. So you'd think a pediatric nurse would know how to spell carotid and where it is.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So the digital timeline, it gets like really weird around day 14, right? 5:13, Lindsay's phone was last unlocked. 5:14, Safari used. Then she texts regarding the Pediatrics to Patrick. Then 5:15, her phone was locked and was not unlocked again. 5:23, her Apple Watch stopped recording heart rate data. And the last data it records is like her heart rate being like pretty high up and then it's mellowing out, which is consistent if she took some meds, right? 5:24, Patrick sent an email. 5:32, Patrick arrives at CVS, which is apparently about less than 5 minutes from their house. 5:33, Patrick calls Lindsay. The call wasn't answered. 5:34, there's an outgoing call from Lindsay to Patrick lasting approximately 14 seconds.
Okay.
Right? 5:37, Patrick leaves CVS. 5:38, another flight of stairs was recorded on Lindsay's phone. Like the walking up and down stairs.
Oh, okay. At what time?
At 5:38, after Patrick leaves CVS. Right?
Okay.
Patrick's story places him at CVS while Lindsay is supposedly inside the house. But Lindsay's phone records stair activity. Now, this doesn't mean someone else, this doesn't prove that someone has her phone, right? And it doesn't prove that Patrick returned home or anything like that. But it does say that at that particular timestamp, Lindsay was probably alive. Right?
Yeah.
Unless someone else had her phone. Now, I want to show you a picture of something. Hold on. Sorry, real quick. What are your thoughts? Hello? No.
I'm just listening.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Hello?
What are your...
Kill myself.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I should be back. I don't know. This is yeah, this is it's like there's so much information. I'm so sleep deprived.
I meant by still alive, I meant like still active because remember she had fallen out of a window and like her spine was severed. I did hear the 911 call. It was very interesting. Okay.
It's still just the fucking bands, because it's like, okay, even if you wore gloves, it's still, especially if you're like in this, manic state, like your DNA is still gonna get on it, There's like hairs, there's fucking dander from your arm, things like that. And so for just your DNA to not be on any of it at all, period, is like, it's a little sus.
Just a wee bit. That was like kind of odd to me, because it was like you thought to wear what? Did you think to wear gloves? If so, where are those
Because
gloves?
I feel like if you thought it out enough to wear gloves, right, and you were gonna off yourself, wouldn't you have planned that out more as well? 'Cause if she's a nurse, like, how to do that.
Okay. So to the left is Patrick Clancy at CVS. And to the right is him at 3V, the takeout place.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me zoom in real quick. Now, this is Patrick Clancy, right? Yeah. This is his best friend.
Wait, what? What the fuck? Wait, do that again? Wait, let me see. What? Go to
Okay.
the CVS and take out ones.
So here we have CVS and takeout.
Okay.
And then we have Patrick Clancy and his best friend.
What the fuck?
That's supposed to be Patrick Clancy. that looks more like his best friend to me. Look at the curl pattern. There's no curls in there. Oh, but suddenly he's got a flock full of curls?
Okay, that's a little sus. What the fuck?
Ooh,
Wait, if they have
Homie has a fade here. Where is it? Where's the fade? Where is that balding pattern?
But they can, if they have their phones with them, right? You can ping the locations on the phones that you were like. They could tell if that have they done that yet?
No. He's
Oh,
not under
that would be something.
investigation.
Maybe you should be.
Okay, right. Hold on, and then give me a sec. Then here's more. Save. Sorry. He changed his shoes between CVS and 3V.
Oh, okay. That's
Somehow. Okay.
this
Ready?
is starting to get a little.
Here we have him. Half zip up. Some brown boots, right? You can see that? See those shoes? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's him at 3V. That's not a zip up. I can pull up, if you want the footage from 3V, I can pull up the footage from 3V. But it's a jacket. It opens like this. It's not a zip up. Okay? And then he has tennis shoes.
Yeah, why would you do that? Why would you fucking... What would be the point of changing between the two to that degree? You would have had to take the whole fucking thing off. That's insane.
I don't know. That was the first thing that honestly ever struck out to me, was when I saw the footage, right? And I watched it back, and you see him at the CVS and the 3V. I was like, why did he change his shoes? And then when his best friend went on trial, and I had seen a picture of the best friend, him, and then the CVS image and the 3V image. The best friend looks exactly like the guy that was at CVS. And he looks exactly like the guy that was at 3V.
Yeah, they definitely need to ping those phones.
Now that's
Because
just
even
that's
if you,
one hypothesis. Again, we're going over all of the different hypotheses and things that are being said. So I just want to make that clear, guys. We're going over everything that is being said during this trial on social media and in the court. I'm telling you everything that's happening in the court, and then I'm telling you the theories. Okay? I'm actually not saying that. I'm saying that that's what social media is saying, and then I'm just bringing up all the evidence. Thank you, though, Bulrilla, for telling it incorrect
although,
narrative.
well, real, shut the fuck up, okay? If you don't care about this much, if we're crazy, get the fuck out of
So-
here. Go ahead, post it on X, get 30 fucking views, you loser. Get fucked.
So, it took his shoes off when entering the home, right? Except he said that he went to CVS and then 3V, and that he didn't stop home in between that. So did he or did he not?
Okay. Yeah.
Because his course of events is that he left his house at 5:15, stopped at CVS, stopped at 3V, and then got home around 6.
Yeah.
That is his course of events. Oh, I just
That's weird.
fucked with my camera. There we go.
Yeah, it's like that part specifically is weird. That's what I'm fixated on. Why are you changing your clothes? What are you changing for? What is going on? And let me ping your phone. Put them on trial so we can ping the phone. I just want to know, why would you fucking do that?
Yeah. So then at 5:33 was when the phone call happened, right? Patrick said he called Lindsay from CVS because he couldn't find the medication. The evidence showed an unanswered incoming call followed by a short outgoing call from Lindsay, right? It means that there
Okay.
was communication activity between the two phones during the period when Patrick says he was away. But it was about like 14 seconds.
Mhm.
Where he asked if the generic brand was okay. And she said yes. And then he didn't get the generic brand. He got the actual brand.
Okay.
He said he couldn't find the actual brand, called her to ask if generic was okay. She said yes, and then caught the real brand.
Well, I mean, he could have. He is a man. At the
He
end of
could
the
he
day.
could have just found it. Yeah,
just-
100%.
Could have just been like, oh wait, that I wasn't looking.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's probably some shit I'd do.
Yep. So it's just, and then another thing was the stairs, like the stairs and her Apple Watch. Why she took off her Apple
Oh,
Watch. A lot of people are very curious. Why was her Apple Watch taken off? Why'd she take off her Apple Watch? It was and then it also recorded flights of stairs between 5:33 and 5:38. Right? That's another thing
wait,
people are questioning.
wait. When did she take the? When did she take the watch off?
5:39.
Okay, so she went up the stairs and then took the watch off.
Yep.
The fuck?
So, and then between 5:39, right, and 6 o'clock is when she had slit her wrists in her room, moved her bed, and threw herself out her window. Right?
But again, if you're a fucking nurse, if you were a nurse, right, and you had planned all that stuff out in advance to like have gloves on, and even if you didn't, right, to have gloves on, if you're a nurse, I feel like you would know better ways to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what a lot of other people are saying as well. It's like, it's the fact that she's a nurse that has a lot of people tripping up over this.
yeah.
There was this one TikTok video I came across that I wanted to show. And it brought up a different conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
What case are we talking about? We're talking about the Lindsay Clancy trial right now. Mm-hmm.
I really think they just should. Let's get the husband in there. The fuck. Put him on trial too. Just figure it out. Even if he didn't do it. I just want to know why he changed his fucking shoes between CVS. What, did you have a bad experience? Did you step in dog shit? Why did you change your fucking jacket? That's what it's called.
Yeah. All right. So, Boorillas asked Lacey search why was Lindsay's body so cold. I've searched why was Lindsay Clancy's core body temp so cold, and it was at 82 degrees Fahrenheit, which placed her in severe hypothermia territory, a condition where the body's core temperature drops dangerously low and can be life-threatening. Key factors are severe trauma and spinal injury. Clancy suffered a high-impact fall from a second-story window, resulting in complex thoracic spine fractures and paralysis from the waist down. Exposure to the cold environment, because she was laying on a frozen ground in Massachusetts in January. And they can lose 3 to 5 degrees of core temperature per hour.
Mm-hmm.
A motionless trauma patient can lose 3 to 5 degrees of core temperature per hour. Your core body temp is normally between 97 and 95. Let's say she was at 97 and she lost 5 per hour. That would take 3 hours.
Yeah. Because he would have come back within like, what, 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah. So, I'm doing a simple Google search. It's still not lining up with the timeline of events. She had significant blood loss. And even after being moved to the hospital, her temperature could have dropped further due to cold, right? And it would take her...
Yeah.
The hospital was pretty close. So let's say that was an hour, right? Let's say her body temperature was still dropping from the time it took her them to get her to the hospital. That would take about an hour, right? That alone. So we'll say 2 hours. 2 hours from what, like, and then the third could be the transportation to the hospital.
Yeah.
So again, the timeline isn't adding up. The course of events isn't adding up. Do you think she is insane? I think that if she did do it, 100%, it was a chance. It was post-traumatic, not post-traumatic, postpartum, right? I do not think, from the way that she was sobbing, I don't know, call me an empath or gullible or whatever, but watching this trial and hearing all the evidence about how she loved her children so much, if she did do it, then I genuinely do think it's postpartum, and, like, you know, and it's just a sad day for everyone around.
The mental break. Yeah.
Yeah. If she didn't, then I hope whoever did and everyone that had a part to play in it rots in hell. Right? Because then it is intentional. If she did it and it's found, like, there's damning evidence it was intentional, then I hope she rots in hell. I just hope that there's damning evidence for whatever the case may be. And I hope those babies get the justice they deserve. And I hope that, you know, they were just loved. I hope that they were just truly loved by somebody. Genuinely.
Megan Rowland, have you ever experienced depression or mental illness yourself? Do you know where you are, Megan? Do you know where you fucking are?
How would I vote on the jury? The evidence that is given right now, right, from what I have been watching, and I would vote... we still haven't gotten to the defense's side, but I do not believe that the ADA has sufficient evidence to prove that she committed first-degree murder, which is planned, premeditated, and intentional. Remember that. I do not believe that they have provided sufficient evidence beyond a reasonable doubt that Lindsay Clancy murdered those children intentionally and planned it the way that the ADA is trying to say that they are. So I would vote not guilty on that.
Yeah.
But as it is right now, haven't heard any of their testimony. Probably would vote guilty if if it came to an insanity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd say, all right, like if they're saying insanity, like bargain it down, I'd vote guilty on case of insanity.
Yeah.
I could see that still.
Yeah.
Because there's just not sufficient evidence that she's not the one that committed this, right? Everything I'm showing to you is still circumstantial. But these are just
Yeah.
all of the inconsistencies that are, and all the information that is being presented. What do you mean I want to do actual research? I have other pages. I have other pages. I have other pages over there. But I mostly typed it up. So let's see.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it all together. Oh my God.
You
I need
okay?
to go to sleep. Yes, I'll be good. I'm great.
Yeah?
What? Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for more info. Shoot it at me. Hot. Fast.
I need you. Okay, I want you to speak for just like 5 seconds.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like if this is something that she did, yeah, I don't think she was in her right mind. I just don't. And I think again, it seems like she's been let down at every angle, because if you're going through all this like manic shit, and your husband has parents that are like, hey, we can help you out with the kids, why would you not let him help you out with the kids? Even if she's like, don't let them go over there, I don't want them to leave the house, just bring somebody over. Like, y'all got friends, y'all got family. It doesn't take a lot to be like, hey, my wife's going through some shit, would you please come over and just make sure the kids are good while she's there? So it's like, y'all are letting this bitch down. She's telling you, I'm not okay, I might do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Especially if she's not sleeping. I hear shit. If I don't get enough sleep, I start getting auditory hallucinations. You're not getting enough sleep. You got newborns, you got toddlers. That shit's exhausting. Like, I'd probably see fucking Elvis doing somersaults.
I'd rather see Elvis doing somersaults is hilarious. All right, hold on. I have the video. Give me a sec. I'm just pulling it up now. I don't know why my thing is being like really freaking slow.
I'm going to prove that Lindsay.
Oh my God.
Like Andrea Yates all over again. She was definitely saying, oh yeah. I have to look it up. There was like this one case I saw where this was on a break. It was like a dude that had this girlfriend, and she was basically trying to make it seem that like his ex-girlfriend was like crazy and stalking them, and it turned out she had like video recreating the crimes. The ex-girlfriend, and was just like staging that she was like stalking them. It was insane. Crazy.
Okay. Here we go. Sorry, it just wasn't like popping out for some reason. Okay, so here's a video of someone on TikTok who recreated the bedroom. All right.
Okay.
Now she is proving that Lindsay Clancy didn't jump. Oh, hold on. Let me. Fuck.
Bratz.
This Bratz doll.
Yeah, she recreated it with Bratz dolls. Oh my God, I can't find the original video, and I'm annoyed because I did find it, but whatever. We're just gonna watch the brush up of it.
People think it could.
I'm going to prove that Lindsay Clancy is innocent.
This Bratz doll video is going viral on TikTok, and people think it could be why the judge suddenly stopped the trial yesterday, because investigators may have completely.
It's not. The judge stopped the trial, and it wasn't because of this thing. I don't know why anyone thought that. It was because one of their expert witnesses that they were bringing in had medical. I believe he had a surgery, like last minute
Oh,
surgery, and so wasn't able to come in, wasn't even able to fly in. They ended up doing a Zoom a Zoom witness thing for him. Sorry, my brain is
okay.
fried right now. I'm on 0 sleep.
Millie literally built a full crime scene model with props. She compares it side by side with the real crime scene photos, then uses Bratz dolls to show exactly how she thinks the blood spatter got there. Then she gets to the part that really caught people's attention, where she shows the actual crime scene, and there are literal like drops of blood that are underneath the leg of the bedside table, which would mean that the bedside
Yes. It would mean that the bedside table was moved.
Okay.
So there
table
in
was
the
moved over.
I
And
wanted
then
to
she
find the
explains how the
original
blood
video.
spatter on the curtain doesn't match, and she raises similar questions about the blood.
Let me see if I can find like
found
the
near the
actual
window, and
video,
that-
because the actual video, like, she goes like step by step explaining it, and I watched it and it was like really good. I don't know why no one's fucking like tagging her or anything.
They might have removed it.
I literally watched it 2 days ago. I hope they didn't remove it, because it was like, it was pretty
Wait,
good.
okay. So okay, explain the moving the table. How is that? Okay, so I know it was like she like slit her wrists. But what is the blood under the table? What's the significance of that?
So the way that she explains it is that she believes that Lindsay didn't slit her wrists. That Patrick slit Lindsay's wrists and was hanging her over the edge of the bed and slit one wrist, and it was hanging, and then when he tried to grab the knife he couldn't reach it, so he moved the table so he could reach it.
Okay.
And then slit the other wrist. And then threw her out the window
Oh.
that way.
Interesting.
Yeah. She
Okay.
she explains
Okay.
it like really well. It's honestly, it's an insane theory. I don't think that's what happened, but like she makes it seem like genuinely extremely believable. Here it is.
It's wild. I still just put them all on trial. Just all of it.
Here we go.
This episode of The Women of the World v. Patrick Clancy, I'm going to prove that Lindsay Clancy's bedroom was staged using Bratz dolls and a shoebox reconstruction of the crime scene, because I noticed something that absolutely nobody else has noticed, not even the blood experts. And if they did notice, they strategically omitted it from their testimony because it proves that Lindsay Clancy is innocent. My only credentials are that my brain works like this guy's.
This is my design.
If you know, you know. And I'm a forensic files enthusiast, back to back. Everyone needs to see this, and the only way that I know how to explain it is by showing you. That's why I made the reconstruction.
Okay, so
Navy shelves, this represents the mirror, blood spot A. This represents the pillow next to the mirror, the pillowcase next to the mirror. I've just drawn some blue on the floor. Lindsay's slippers, the green tub, assorted linens I've just depicted using just a pencil here.
which, okay, so I'm gonna zoom in on this for you guys. Right here's the blood spots beneath the table that she's talking about. Okay. I'm not sure if you can see it, Tater. If you can zoom in on that picture right there at the top by the power outlet, that's what she's talking about. There's 2 blood spatters beneath the leg of the table.
Okay.
Okay.
Just for reference, blood spot B, blood spot C, and our drawers, along with our knife. And I've roughly indicated where the cups were and the spray bottles on the bedside table there. Then we have our Lindsay, the phone on the bed. Excuse the old vintage phone, wasn't really a thing back when Bratz dolls were made.
So,
Okay, from the top.
let me get to the where she starts explaining how she think it happened.
From her part, or lack thereof, was going to be suspicious. He took the Apple Watch downstairs with him to the basement, turned it back on, and then used it to send himself a work email so that it would be reasonably explained that he had nothing to do with her Apple Watch activity. Then,
Which I think that's a little reach. Like, I think that was a reach. I don't think that's how it happened.
I'm alleging that he dragged her unconscious body to the edge of the bed and sat her facing the mirror. because he needed to see what he was doing. His plan was to be able to hold her upright and make every single wound look self-inflicted. When he cut her wrist and caused blood spot A, he realised that it's going to be impossible to keep her limp body upright and keep blood off himself, especially if she started to stir from deep pain stimulus in that wrist. So what does he do? He panics. Our Lindsay is still bleeding off the edge of the bed because her hand has been positioned there. She's unconscious, and he moves the bed, which then causes the blood to travel. Excuse the length ratio here, it's not perfectly to scale, but it explains the blood trail from blood spot A over here without any touching on the bed. Next, what does he do? He gets back on the bed, positions our Lindsay back upright. He knows he still can't get any blood on the bed, but he has to make it look like she's up and standing and moving around voluntarily, right? He struggles to fling her unconscious body, which may or may not have caused the only spatter transfer in the bedroom on the mirror. He then maneuvers her body this way, creating this blood trail up here, and then positions her on the bed, creating blood spot B. After he panicked and dragged the bed, I think that's when the blood spots happened by the door, and that's also when he pressed the push lock with bloody gloves to make sure the kids couldn't come up and interrupt him. So we've left a trail up to blood spot B. I'm alleging that Lindsay's already bleeding wrist is limp and hanging downwards, and nothing but gravity is causing these passive blood droplets on the floor. So from here, he realizes it's going to be challenging to grab the knife and return it to this side table, which would be his workstation. So what does he do? He moves it. It's possible that during that process, he actually dropped the knife because there was a spatter pattern and some small impact around this little puddle. I'm not sure the chronology of events. But now he's got access to that
It's an
bedside.
intense
He can reach
theory.
it, and he
Like,
can
it's a
work on
detailed
his other
theory,
wrist.
I'm not
He
gonna
then
lie.
cuts her right wrist, which creates blood spot C. And again, she's limp. Her arms are positioned. Forgive the Bratz dolls again. They're not going to be exact. But her arms are limp over the bed. That's why he moved the bed, so that he can wedge her and press her up against it. Make sure she stays asleep and make sure she stays still so no blood gets on the bed, meaning no blood gets on him. But this transfer pattern, I think, is from him with his gloved up hands moving the curtain to the side. So I'm not sure the room. Same with this curtain here. I'm alleging it was moved out of the way because there's still blood droplets at the base of where the curtains were, but none on the actual curtains. So I'm thinking they were out of the way. I think he brought her chest up and then he cut her neck. But because he didn't have the mirror to see, he wasn't sure if he cut the carotid artery. That's why it was superficial, but yet still bleeding. Maybe not as actively as the rest, but it's because he can't see. Now he has to get her through the window. So I'm thinking her right wrist went first, and that's what started the transfer pattern here on the exterior of the window, next to that odd orange silicone or whatever it was on the exterior. And from the inside, while he's trying to do that, this wrist is now bleeding more freely in this direction. And he brings her arm over, again being mindful not to get blood on himself. He then pushes her forward, and she's on by her hips. The reason I don't subscribe to the idea that he slammed her neck in the window is because he needed her unconscious well before that.
That's another theory. Some people believe that the marks on her neck are actually from him slamming the window on her neck.
Oh.
So that's one theory, and then so she's saying, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it at all.
But also, there's no real blood on the center of that window, only transfer on the outside and on the inside, on opposite sides. So he has her out by her hips, and it's at least a few seconds that she's dangling unconscious here, which is where our exterior blood patterns come from. The prosecution reckons that there was blood in between here, but I disagree. I don't think it looks like blood at all. I think it just looks like general stains on the exterior of the house that have nothing to do with it, and she never tested it, so I'm just ignoring it, so that's not there. Just these two marks that were obviously from her wrist, and then down here on the ledge of the window, where it was obviously from her hands on the way down.
So, yeah. And then he thinks that she pushed her out. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's like Like, it's detailed, right? It gets you, like, it gets your mind to stirring and the thinking, like, damn, maybe, like, maybe so.
Yeah, it's like, what a
Mhm.
theory. Holy shit.
Now, none of these
Would that be
discrepancies.
for somebody like that?
Now, I just want to make it really clear. None of these discrepancies that I've been mentioning prove that Patrick is the one that committed these, right? At the end of the day, there's still so much testimony and evidence to hear. We have
Yeah.
yet to hear the defense's argument or side in any of this, right?
Yeah.
All I've done is talk about the case, what's been gone over the past few days, some discrepancies I've noticed, some discrepancies social media's noticed, and the facts. That is it. If you don't like anything that I said, that is your own problem, because I have not said what I think happened. I have just said that here are different theories, some of which I think are more believable than others, or more interesting, you know, and that is it. Apparently, Wonder Woman has been popping off at you for the past, like, 15, 20
I know,
minutes.
I'm trying to pull up some of the stuff while we were watching that to see.
No, the defense has not, the defense has been crossing, right? The defense has been crossing, but the defense hasn't called any of their witnesses yet. This has all been, the prosecutor's witnesses, and then the defense has just been cross-examining.
Yeah. Bro, I just put them all on trial.
Put them all on
fucking
trial. My thing is, I just hope that the police did look at more than, did just take more than Patrick Clancy's word for it. And a few other things I didn't mention because they weren't, like, imperative to the case, but are just, like, really odd. The DA purchased their home, like, bought their home.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Like, so their former home, like, in Duxbury, Massachusetts, was, purchased in January 2024 by Michael Phippen, which is a former county ADA. A former ADA, that's what I meant, not DA. A former ADA.
Yeah.
So, like, a year after, like, a former ADA bought their house, which I thought was, like, kind of really odd.
Yeah.
You know, and he wasn't serving during the trial or anything, but I was like, why, what? I don't know, must have liked the house or something.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to hop over to Wild to see what all this shit is about since nobody will shut the fuck up about it? I don't even know what's going on. I'm half asleep. I don't even know if I can find my thoughts of thoughts.
Give me 1 second.
Ugh. 1 second to what?
Sorry, I was just putting in the redirect.
Ew.
All right. And let's go. All right. And let's go. I went to the
Okay, why am I being told you're talking shit?
What? I'm talking shit?
I'm being told that from my chat. What
Yes! Okay, what do you know?
Well, literally nothing, because I was live.
Yeah,
So.
we've been streaming.
Oh my god, you guys look like you've just woken up. Where's the energy?
Well, I mean, we also streamed at 4
streamed
a.m.
for 2 hours, and
Yeah,
now
but
we're
that doesn't
streaming
matter.
again.
That's no excuse.
Okay, so I don't give a shit.
I mean, we were just talking about
your
a
lessons.
woman
Why are
who
people
alleged.
saying you're talking
Yeah.
You should
shit?
give a shit for your viewers.
I mean,
Okay,
you should.
okay.
We
give
were
a shit.
just hold
Moving
on.
past that.
We were showing decorum because we were just talking about a woman who allegedly murdered her 3 children. So I'm sorry if I'm not
happily talking about the murder of 3 children. My bad.
You know what? You're talking a piece of shit, actually, Lacey, because your first stream, you were still applying makeup, and you said you were so fucking tired, right? I mean,
I
what
wasn't
kind of
applying
opening of
makeup.
that
I was
stream did
wiping
you do?
away
I mean,
my
you owe
makeup.
it to your viewers to be prepared,
Wait, this is
right?
not a
You
YouTube
I
take
wasn't
days
putting
off,
on
and you
makeup.
just go live on Chubby and say, I'm so fucking tired?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I didn't take any days
Hey,
off.
Nobody cares about
got
you trying to like
TTS.
impress.
We got TTS, you walk here. Shut up.
At Restless8272 donated $9.99. This stuff actually makes me miss Siley more, to be honest. These beefs don't make sense anymore.
Okay, continue. You
Wait,
came
what's
into
your
my
fucking
stream.
problem? What is your problem? Why am I being told that you're saying shit about
What is
me?
my problem? My problem, okay. My problem is, okay, you didn't even, you sat there like a kookaburra on Lolcow bus today. You and Big Murph, when KEEMSTAR was addressing you both about Tammy 10, and it was like, cuckoo, cuckoo. Why did you do that?
Well, I already said it on Chubby, but I said, there was nothing to fucking say. She's not gonna come
Are
up
you
on the
fucking
panel.
for real?
What am I supposed to do?
What didn't
I
you
know what's
understand
going
what
on.
KEEMSTAR was saying? You were looping in the whole fucking situation.
No,
were
I was saying I
looping.
don't know what to fucking tell him because I'm sorry, I'm not gonna talk shit about Tammy. I'm friends with her.
You know
I'm not
what?
gonna do it.
Exactly. You're
If he
friends with
wants me
her.
to
There
do
you
that,
go.
I'm not gonna make that happen. She's not in front of me. She's not saying anything to me. She's not said anything about me. There's nothing for me to address. So if Keem wants me to talk shit about her, then I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit there. And I said, just like Murph did, she's not coming up on the panel. That was apparent. So I didn't know what else to fucking do. But I'm not going to sit there and shit talk her because she said nothing to me or about me in that moment.
You would drag any other bitch in this universe.
I would drag anybody that came for me personally. She did not do that.
That's bullshit. Your boss was on
Okay.
panel trying to explain to you very clearly what was going on, and it was an example, and you could have said, yeah, call her out. Tell her to come up on
Okay, so
panel and
you're
address
mad
it.
that I didn't do, say, think, and act exactly how you wanted
why
me
didn't
to
you?
in that moment.
Why
Because I'm
didn't
my
you?
own fucking person, and I'm
'Cause
not
you're
you. And I'm not
friends.
a brainless idiot that's gonna suck
You're
Keem's ass
friends.
for a
What's wrong
little
with
bit of
that?
approval for a
Bullshit.
position that
This is
I
all
don't even
about
make enough
friendship.
money
This
to
has got
live
nothing
off
to do about
of.
anything else. This
Yeah,
is about
what do you think
friendship.
it's about? Money? Nobody's making enough money to do
I'm not
anything.
saying money. This is about friendship. You
Okay.
would
Okay.
actually shit
What's
on
wrong
your
with
boss
that?
and protect a friend over your
I
boss.
don't really think I shit on my boss.
Yeah.
All I said is
Yeah,
that
you
he's
did,
not
because
coming
he
up
was
here.
totally fucking cuckoo brained about what the fuck you were doing.
Okay,
He
if
was
you
trying
think
to
that's
make a point
shitting
to
on
you, and you
someone,
were like,
then you're way too sensitive.
What
you
are you
couldn't
even
even
mad about?
speak in that moment.
So you're mad that
You're
she
mad
hold
for
on.
no fucking reason.
You're mad that she
Alright.
didn't kiss Keemstar's ass.
No, I'm
Literally.
mad that she didn't call the shit out like she should have.
How wonderful.
I didn't think there was
She
anything to call
sweat.
out.
Carl, the instigator, donated
Okay.
$9.99. Don't
You're a
speak
sweeper.
unrespecting viewers after you threw me and Rocky under the bus on that pathetic-ass goodbye stream. Take some fucking accountability for your actions, WW. We don't owe you shit, imbecile.
Oh, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Should I leak DMs? Should I leak DMs?
You do it.
I mean,
Am
that
I
would be a really
wrong?
fucking loser
it.
bitch thing to do.
Oh, fuck off, you stupid fucking hoe.
Oh,
You're
did
a
she hurt your
cloud chaser.
fifis?
You are a cloud chaser. You're a fake bitch. That's what you are. You're on Fupa Cheese's ass because you want protection in this universe. That's what you want.
Are you
I am not kidding. I am not kidding. I'm just revealing it. Okay,
you
I'll be
think
quiet.
I need Fupa to protect me?
Why didn't you call up the whole Fupa situation with Tammy 10 on Milkers?
What Fupa situation with Tammy 10? What are you talking
You
about?
fucking know that. You know Fupa doesn't like Tammy 10. Why don't you use that for in-house content?
Okay, so if you knew a single fucking thing you were talking about, you would know
do.
that there was a
Answer
night
the fucking
that
question.
all of Am I doing that?
Answer.
Yes.
No, you're not.
Shut the fuck
No,
up.
you're
I'm
not.
telling you exactly what
Directly answer
happened.
the question.
Bro,
I'm
how are
telling
you going
you
to
what
ask her a question and
happened.
then not let her talk, Wonder Woman?
Exactly. Like
I
you're
know what she's
fucking
gonna do. She's gonna go
exhausting.
off on a tangent.
Just
No,
then
I'm
let
going
her.
to explain to
Okay,
you what
go.
fucking happened.
Prove me
What
right.
happened was I was on Milkers with Tammy. We got into a fight with Fupa on Nature. A bunch of shit went down with all the doxing shit. All of us and Xylee had to get into a call together and we talked it out. And then all of us on our shows, multiple days, said we've deaded it. It's not worth it. And there's worse things happening behind the fucking scenes. You don't know that because you're a half-brain moron
You
that
don't
just
know
wants
what
to
you're
have a
talking
viral
about. 'Cause
moment.
pull up the Discord. There has
literally
been
there.
more chit chat in the Discord between Fupa and Tammy 10 that has nothing
Yeah.
to do about the doxing situation. You stupid dumb bitch.
Because
There
why
has
would
been
we
other
talk about
conversations
that?
in there. Don't fucking lean on the doxing situation. There's been
No,
other
I'm
chit chats.
not leaning on it. I'm
I'm not
explaining
dumb.
to you that that's why we deaded it. Because every time we were
Because
fighting,
you
that
don't wanna
shit was
talk about
happening.
it. That's why.
No, because our
You
literal
just
safety
wanted to
was
make
at
Lolcow's
risk.
about a
Our
titty show.
literal safety was at risk. And
They were
if this
being
is the hill you're
actively
dying on,
doxed.
you're way
And it
fucking
wasn't
dumber.
at risk.
At
It
this
was
point, I
proven
think
it
the
wasn't at
only
risk,
work you
right?
had
It wasn't
robots
at
was
risk
cleaning them,
because
you
apparently it
baby
was a
brain
viewer
hoe.
who was causing trouble between
What are
Fupa
you
and
talking
Tammy
about?
10.
That's a
No,
different
that's not the
situation.
situation.
That's a different
Tell
situation.
me.
This has tracked for multiple months. You don't know what you're fucking talking
I fucking
about
do.
because
I
you're
heard
an
KEEMSTAR on a
alcoholic
stream
whore
say
that wants.
that somebody
well,
was
Keem said it,
playing
so
both
that must
Tammy
be the
10
entire
and Fupa
story.
against each other. Am
The
I wrong?
entire
Yeah.
story. Yes, you
Am
are
I
That's a
wrong?
wrong.
whole different
Because you
thing.
don't know what's happening behind the scenes. You don't know what can and can't be said. You just want to suck Keemstar's ass to seem like you matter.
Absolutely
you don't
fucking
matter.
not.
You
Absolutely
don't
fucking
matter.
not. Oh,
You
says the
don't matter
person who
to
thinks
anybody.
I don't matter. I
No.
don't matter. Sorry,
No.
you're wrong, bitch.
I don't think so. That's why nobody
Yeah.
missed you when you left, except
Oh,
for the
fuck
people
off.
that were
Whatever,
taking advantage of your free
whatever,
labor.
fucking bitch. You're a fake
Yeah.
ass bitch.
It hurts
That's
when
what
I'm
you
How's she
are.
right,
fake?
huh?
Fuck
It
How is
hurts
she
when I'm
fake?
right.
Fuck off.
How's she
Fuck
fake?
off.
I
How's she fake?
actively refuse to
Fuck
talk shit about
off.
Tammy, but I'm fake. Okay.
You are fake.
Okay.
How's she
You are
fake?
fake.
How?
Just like you went up in AMAC, and what'd you say about AMAC? I'm going to take all your motherfucking shows. You
Yeah,
are
'cause I was
fucking
cutting a promo, and
delusional.
it was
You're
funny.
delusional.
Yeah.
You think
Well,
because
okay,
you got
so
tits that you could jump up and down? That's the only fucking content
I
you
don't
got,
think
you
that
fucking
you.
bitch.
I don't think
That's
that
all
you
you
know this,
got.
but getting
That's all you
clipped,
fucking
right?
got.
Getting clipped is
You
about
made
cutting
a dumbass of
promos.
yourself.
up!
You made a
Promos
dumbass
Can
is
of
both
yourself.
of you-
saying
Can
stuff.
both of you shut the
Was only
fuck up and stop talking over each
in a
other?
fucking super
Holy
chat
fuck.
that you realize, oh yeah,
Bro,
I
shut the
also
fuck
came.
up. Stop talking over each other. It is the most ingrating fucking noise ever. You fuck off, you dumbass fucking cunt. You're sitting there asking questions and then not letting her fucking speak, you dumbass fucking koala wannabe kangaroo hopping bitch. Go hop on someone else's dick and then try and brag about it on stream. You're so fucking weird, bro. You're sitting here crying, literally crying, that she didn't hop on Keem's dick and be like, oh yeah, Keem, you're so right. Talk your shit, Keem, talk your shit. Oh no, we don't all have to kiss the boss's ass to be entertaining. Oh no, we don't all have to kiss the boss's ass to be entertaining. That's only you.
Bitch on you 'cause he's
Why are you even
That's why he does it, bitch.
My
He's
boyfriend's
claiming
content.
and I love it! And I love it. Hell yeah, look at that shit. I fucking love that shit. I want him to control it. I want him to tell me what to wear. I want him to tell me how to act, who to talk to. I want that. I want that. I do see it. I welcome it. I say yes, please, more. Thank you. Yes, and I love it. Yes.
No, you don't. No.
Yes, I do.
And say
Yes, and I love it.
Taken.
Yes.
Bullshit.
Sorry.
And you don't know what that's like.
Yes.
I do
Yes.
actually.
And I love it.
I do. I do. I'm older than you. I know.
Oh, that's apparent.
That's
We
why
know that.
guys do it.
Yeah.
That's why they do it. To claim you as theirs.
Your TTS
and they
is going
don't
off.
want
Shut
any
the
other
fuck
guy
up.
to have you.
You work
That's why
here.
they fucking do it. You should know better than that, Tammy.
Instigator
You should
donated
know better than that.
$9.99.
Tater thoughts.
You guys know Wonder Woman is right. She knows all.
Did you not know that, you dumb bitches?
Hey,
That's why they
nobody
do it.
cares. Nobody fucking cares, dude.
Literally
fuck
nobody
off.
cares.
Get out of here. Go make your own content. Don't come in this
You're-
show. Fuck off.
You
I've already
literally have a
answered your
whole
question.
show making
Fuck
content about
off.
talking
What is
about
your show?
everybody
You
else
had
and
29
begging
people watching your
them.
show.
No, we
Okay.
Fuck
don't.
off.
We had 229
You were
people.
obsessed enough to look
I'm
at
gonna
it.
no. You jumped in here. I
She's
got
gonna
the
kick us
content.
because she's an
You're
idiot.
boring.
We had 200 and we went down.
Admit defeat. Admit
Fuck off.
defeat.
We went
Hey.
down.
Boring
Stay
bitches.
old, die
We're gonna jump back up
mad,
on
die
the
lonely.
Bitches, fuck off. You still can't
Die lonely and mad,
off.
you miserable old crone.
Yeah, and you love it.
Dumb bitch. Bro, not the singing goodbye. Hold on. The way she was like, you had 29 viewers when we had like 229. And then she's like, no, you don't. Actually, we went down 20 viewers when we joined that.
She must be getting drunk fucking early. Yeah, she is desperate for content.
No,
and wanting
because
people to
she's
go up
like,
there.
she's like, he's marking you and you don't know. I literally asked him for more. What? I'm the one that say like, hey, I'm going out. You should re-up them because I'm the one that pointed out. I'm the one that pointed out that these ones were fading. I was like, I need more, and so he gave me. I'm the one asking for it.
That's literally the running joke. Also, Fuzz says, okay, Tater, be honest, Wonder Woman calling you a kookaburra was funny as fuck. No, it was. It actually
It was.
That was so-
Especially the way she says it. You're a kookaburra. Bro, I fucking can't. That shit. Bro, the fact
Dude.
that she dead ass thought saying that like my man is controlling me would upset me. I welcome that shit. Hello? I asked him to pick my outfits. I literally said him,
Yeah.
I go, what looks better? This or that. He goes, they all look really good. Shut up and tell me what to wear.
Right? That's gay. Shut up.
Tell me what to wear. I said, like, I send him pictures of my outfits because I want us to match. So I send him options so that he can match them. Okay? Are we clear on this? I'm the controlling one.
Dude. This is how I know we're two fundamentally different people. Because when I go out in public with the men that I'm with, I'm like, you walk in front of me like 2 steps. I'm gonna create a little distance here. We gotta feeling a little suffocated. Also, if they don't walk on the side of the like street that's closest to the road, that's Dunzo. Fatal error.
God. No, like,
Have
also,
to.
keep in mind, we lost viewers when we went over there, and we've now jumped back up. So, get fucked, Wonder Woman. You suck ass, bro. The best insult you had was calling Tater a fucking kookaburra and saying that my man's controlling me when I love that shit, alright? You ain't got absolute dog shit on us.
Dude, I went over there and I thought she was gonna be like, oh, you know, you had said stuff about me or something like that. For her to be like, you didn't say it. You didn't agree with KEEMSTAR. No, you're mad at me because I'm not a mindless drone.
She's mad. She's dead ass crying, throwing a bitch storm because you didn't say, oh my god, yes, speak your peace, KEEMSTAR.
Right, spin my mouth. Get the fuck out of here.
Like, can we just acknowledge that? Can we dead ass acknowledge that she is really upset that Tater did not kiss Keem's ass?
That's so weird. I think
She's
she
like-
wanted me to make up an excuse, but it's like, yeah, I swept for Tammy.
Yeah.
What do you want? I'm friends with Tammy.
She's like, yeah, it's cause you're friends with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with that? You're sleeping
Yeah, I
for
know
her.
what she's
Okay,
going
yeah.
through.
And I don't care.
That's so stupid. I'm not her boss, you guys. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't sign the fucking checks around this place. My opinion, don't actually fucking matter. Do you think Keem actually gives a shit about what Tater thinks? No, he doesn't. I'm sorry. I don't think Keem gives a fuck about what really any of us think.
You know what really got to me was when she literally just said, oh, what was it? She goes, you would take your friend's side over your boss's? You
Yes.
wouldn't? Yeah, I said yes. Yes.
Also, again, I'm not even getting paid enough money to like make it through a week. Okay, this is for fun. I don't. If Keem was paying me $3 million a year, okay,
Remo,
but
how? Remo said, "How are we doing, y'all? How are you doing, Tater?
Remo, come save me. I
Tater?
love Remo.
How are you doing, Tater? Yeah, no, what? Like that was just so like beyond odd. That was so bizarre. I would punch my boss out for a friend. Same. Like that genuinely caught me off guard when she said, "Oh, like you would take your friend side over your boss's in a fucking heartbeat." I'm gonna take the side of who I
Yeah.
stand for. One in a fucking heartbeat. In a fucking heartbeat.
Sorry.
Sorry, just tuned in. Been dealing with a basement issue. Bro, Remo,
Rewind.
you just missed so fucking much. Wonder Woman, when like was going after Tater, so we hop and she's like, "Oh, what part are you at?" None of it. We didn't watch any of it. Right? She didn't believe that.
Really?
And then she was crying apparently about Tater not kissing Keem's ass and saying, "Yeah, Keem talk shit on Tammy." Upset about that for some reason. Upset that Tater would take her friend's side over her boss's side. Weird.
Right.
And then tried to tell me that my man is controlling me with these marks on my neck, and it's him trying to tell everyone that I'm taken. Like I shouldn't like that. As if I don't want that, right?
But also, who fucking cares? Who cares? What are you mad? You're not getting hickeys? You mad? You don't have big titties that bounce? What are you mad? You're mad to be mad right now. That's it. That's all. You're just bitching a bitch because you can't get a viral moment any other way. And you're probably drinking still.
Yeah.
You got convinced to come back so you could get free labor. Congrats. Winner. Winner.
Yep. Winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, no, it was definitely very intense. Oh, she's saying that we had no my friend just said that he said, "Fuck Wonder Woman, she's coming at my beautiful art of hickeys on yo neck."
Listen, don't piss off our man.
Don't piss him off, all right? He already don't like you. We don't like you, all right? I don't like you, so he doesn't like you, and that's all he needs to know. Because let's get one thing straight: the controlling one in the relationship is not him, okay? It is me.
And let's get two things straight. That's not even real. I just sneak into Lisi's room at night with a high-powered vacuum.
Because he snores!
No, hickeys are cool. I like them.
Oh my god, I love that.
It feels nice. It feels nice though. Your neck is just a sensitive part. It's a good feeling. It's nice.
Yeah. A vacuum. Bro, Tater, just come here real quick and show them how you made these with the vacuum.
Yeah, hold on. We live in the same house. I don't think you guys know. This was a trick.
Yes.
Lisi actually, in fact, lives in Texas, and that's why she's so mad all the time because she's overheated. But it's okay.
Fuck off. Dude, I just can't. And then she's like, "Why didn't you have any energy?" It was 4 a.m. and I got in at got into my house around 10, had some really good sex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, didn't go to sleep until midnight. Had to wake up 3 hours later.
I woke up at like 3 or 4 yesterday, and I've been awake since then. And then we did 4 a.m. show, and then we did 2 hours off, and now we're here again. And I'm gonna log off in about 6 minutes. I'm gonna take a fat nap, and I'm gonna go to sleep happy because guess what, you guys? This show isn't fucking monetized. So
Yeah, it's literally not monetized, so 100% I'm just have fun and yap and chat. And
yeah.
cause as much
And if
chaos
you're
as possible.
pissed off in the comments, thank you for giving us those watch hours, baby. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just really fucking weird. I expected her to be like, "Oh, you were." Remo said, "That's wild work. Thanks for the brief summary, y'all." You're welcome. No, I thought she would have been like, fucking, you said this about me, or when we were on bus, you said this, which would have been valid. I still wouldn't have taken it back, but it would have been valid. And I was even nice. Let's talk about that too, because first off, you and I that one day were like, we don't even like.
You don't even like what you cut out. God damn it. I would have caught up eventually. It's okay, Remo. You can still go back. Like, there's
Fucking show that all you want to do is talk shit so you get clipped and maybe stay relevant.
hold on. My
You're at a
internet cut
shitty
out.
time now.
My internet cut out. The last thing I heard was nothing. Like, I don't know, maybe a minute ago.
Excellent.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Lizzie, you think I'm going to know what I said 5 seconds ago? I mean, psychosis. I'm hearing things right now.
Guys, can you
Did you
please like
know?
the stream? We have 30 likes and like over 200 viewers. Like the fucking stream. If we get to fucking 70 likes, I will hop back over to Wonder Woman and just yell at her. Okay.
I wish you could play the ukulele.
Ukulele. Why?
I wish you could play it. Because it would be so funny if you just fucking went in there and just started singing some stupid, like an Elvis song or something. That would be fucking hilarious.
Wise men say only fools.
That was what I was thinking of.
of. But I can't. I will. Guys, if we get to 70 likes before the stream ends, I will hop on over there and I will yell, yo, Keem's over there. Let's stream tonight. Bro, I swear to God, if he says good job because, like, he fucking told her to bait us, I'm never interacting with her again on her terms. Like, that's just
Or
not...
we're going to come into every single
Every single one.
And it was awesome. What's up, Wonder Woman? I woke up and I only heard the tail end of this. You were entertaining the entire LCU this morning. It was awesome.
Oh my God.
KEEMSTAR, yes! I'm just putting my theory out there,
Anything
King.
to get her to stay.
Right. I thought you were absolutely crushing it. Bro, why did Tater come in here and goes, Tammy's my friend? I'm not going to talk shit about her. I wasn't trying to get Tammy or Tater to talk shit on them.
You weren't. No, you weren't. Not at all.
But they weren't they literally weren't critical at all, right? I was making a point that she was hitting me with all these allegations, okay?
Yeah.
And then I was making the point that she then told me that she couldn't jump up on a panel because of family issues. And I told her to focus on family, but she did not do that. She then went to another Discord and had Twitter fingers talking shit on me. That was the point.
Exactly.
Like Tater or Big Murph easily could have been like, well, that's weird. Yeah, she shouldn't be doing that. But they wouldn't.
Why do you need that validation though?
Yeah, like you're
Like,
a big boy. Are you not a big boy?
That's the thing. Like you can talk your shit and other people can like agree with you, but like why do you need Big Murph and Tater to validate you?
Yeah, we're not that important. I
Even
mean,
say
we're
that.
not on the
You know what I
network,
mean?
They were like,
so-
cuckoo. Did you notice it was
Kinda
Dee
just call us all three
Yes,
times.
yes.
So-
Yeah, I think
No,
I agree
you
with
guys
you
are kinda
100%, Wonder Woman. You clocked
stupid.
them on that shit. It was literally dead air. It was like,
can't
it's
with the
almost
looping,
like, and I said
can't.
it on another show yesterday, it's almost like Tammy is like shit talking me behind the scenes, like in their ears or something. And I was literally being treated like some like abusive alcoholic fucking weirdo coming in. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm not gonna deal with this, dude.
You
I was
still
listening
watching
to
it?
everything you were
Yeah.
saying. Everything is, I got your point, but they just wouldn't back you at your point. They just refused.
Coming up here, you can't make her come up here. Like, no, that's not the point.
I don't know. Now they're just looping on something that no one gives a fuck about.
Well, this is what he did the whole fucking time. Is we just kept saying, I don't know, because I don't. Okay, if you're critical of her, that's fucking fine. Okay, cool. I have every right to not engage in it. Sorry.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm reading the comments. The trial thing sucked. I don't give a fuck if it sucked. I wanted to talk about it. I was excited. And since when have I ever catered to you guys? Oh, wait, never. And I'm not going to start.
The fact that you're here to comment means that our Goal was accomplished, which is those sweet, sweet watch hours, baby. Those
Yeah.
sweet, sweet watch
No,
hours.
but like that's the thing. Like I don't understand, right? Like he hopped up there. He didn't get like it. You know, you guys didn't have much to say on it. All right, you didn't have anything to say on it. That's fine. Sometimes people just don't have anything to speak on. You don't always need someone to speak on something with you.
Yeah.
Like you're saying you didn't want them to, like you weren't asking them to talk shit, right? But you're still seeking validation in your shit talking. And that's okay. Yo, I have the stream key for Rift Breaker. If we get to 50 likes, Remo just sent me a stream key for Rift Breaker. So if we get to 50 likes, I will be dropping this shit.
What is that? What does that mean?
I don't know. But thank you, Remo. We get to 50 likes. And if we get to 70, like I said, we will go up on Wonder Woman. Oh, but it's time to end. So
Yup.
I don't know, that whole thing just now with Keem and Wonder Woman was really fucking weird. I feel like he's just trying to give her a pat on the back because she's been crying a lot recently. And also probably because
Anything to keep her around.
Yep, and look, not just keep her around, but like I also feel like she was giving him the validation.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right? And I don't know, I just don't like fuck with that. Cause I can understand
Where
like
are we that you need to come to Wonder Woman for validation?
like I understand like being like, all right, yeah, no, like you wanted them to kind of agree with you or like just say anything on it. They didn't have anything to say. Whatever, you don't have to like it, but that like what you're saying just makes it seem like you were trying to seek validation from them, which you don't need that because like you were valid in what you were saying. I don't know.
The whole thing's just so fucking stupid. If you are relying on me to validate you, we're in tough waters, man. I have shit taste in everything.
Real.
Listen, don't come for me. Don't come to me. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't come to me for actual validations. My approval means nothing. My approval means nothing. I think Billy Zane's the hottest man in the world, okay?
Yep. All right, I am going to send y'all over to Lolcow Clown right now. Wait, which one is it? August 23rd at 10 a.m. It should be this one. Hold on. I just realized that there's two.
The whole, like, date thing is crazy.
Okay. All right, okay. All right, yep, I'm sending y'all over to Lolcow Clown. Fife, I am timing you out for 24 hours because you spammed and there was no reason to when you were the only comment. Me and Clowns, we swapped with Clown. It's totally okay, guys. It was a last minute decision this morning. So, peace out, Girl Scouts. Talk to y'all later.